Okay, Pops.
Yes.
Here's what I was thinking we do today. Terribly tough market to buy a car. Doesn't mean you can't get a deal. Just means that deal is now redefined. I thought we'll do a video. We'll title it something like, here's what an actual deal looks like in 2021. And we'll use some of the success stories from back on the YAA community to show you what's possible out there if you are buying a car.
Sounds good to me.
Sound like a plan?
Well, it sounds like we didn't plan, but yeah, sure.
All right, this is from Gabby H.
Yeah.
I'll read this out to you. We'll get your reaction.
Okay, works for me.
I found your YouTube channel at the end of last year because I was getting ready to start the car buying process. After hearing you guys talk about the chip shortage and car supply challenges and how right now is not a good time to buy, I decided to wait. Sorry.
Yeah.
Should have bought then.
Yeah.
My bad. I wanted to get something nice and knew I wasn't going to be able to get my money's worth, so I decided to put my car purchase on hold since I didn't really need a car right now, or so I thought. Then her 2007, Toyota Corolla started acting up and needed a lot of repairs as well as new tires. So 3 weeks ago, Gabby decided that she wasn't going to repair it and she was going to get a new car ASAP.
Okay.
So she binged on all of her videos.
Yes.
Which you highly encourage.
You know, I've got to say, if you can't devote a solid 24 hours to just watching our videos, you need something else in your life.
Like more of us.
Yes, yeah. I mean, my God, how could you not spend 24 hours just watching these two knuckleheads?
Did deal school, read all the community posts, watched every live stream, and finally signed up for the premium membership. Once I had all this knowledge, I started researching for the perfect vehicle. I stalked, interesting choice of words, every Mercedes dealership in the San Francisco, California area, looking at their CPO inventory, and ran tons of market price reports.
Okay.
I finally found a car that checked all of the boxes. A CPO 2019 Mercedes GLA 254 Matic, fully loaded with 16,000 miles, listed for $32,000 and change.
Okay.
Issue was it had a 15 negotiability score.
Yeah.
I was terrified to step into the dealership to do any type of negotiations because of all the horror stories I hear, and I was afraid because I'm a woman getting ripped off or being pressured.
Mm-hmm. That's a normal feeling,
and
for whether you're a man or a woman, but in particular, if you're a woman.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did all the negotiating over email, and once we agreed on the price, I made the appointment to test drive and complete the purchase. I was able to bring the price down to $30,596 for an OTD of $33,725 with a 3% APR. Again, the original list price on a used was $32,096, and we got nearly $2,000 in discounts.
Well, or $1,500 anyway.
I round it up.
I like that.
That's what I do all the time.
No.
You say it's that, I say round it up.
I like it. Yeah.
So I made my way to the dealership alone, test drove the car, did all the paperwork, declined all the add-ons, and had them remove a phantom print fee in the F&I office as I was in and out in an hour and 15 minutes.
Nicely done.
This was the best experience ever, but could not have been done without YAA. YAA provided not only the tools and knowledge, but the confidence to do this on my own. Once again, thank you. P.S. I don't know if it's a good deal or not, but I feel good about my purchase and love my new pre-owned car.
Well, congratulations. It sounds like you did really, really well. And Gabby, if I may, well, if you may, you could give her the Ray Shefska. There it is. But Sonic has a no negotiation policy on their pre-owned cars, and apparently you bought it at Sonic, and somehow they violated their own policies just to keep Gabby happy. And I'm happy for Gabby that she was able to do that.
Let's unpack that a little bit, because a lot of times you're going to work with dealerships buying used cars and you say, hey, it's one price, it is what it is.
Yes.
But this is pretty good proof that if you're a live lead, if you're actually real about it, you can get dealers to negotiate and discount and then go in an hour and 15 minutes.
Yes. And oftentimes it can be done based on how long a car's been on the lot. Or you could say to them, gee, I believe that your market pricing that you're using might be a little high. Can you show me how you came up with that pricing so that I'd have a better understanding of it? Or if this were to become an aged unit at a certain point, what would you be looking to reduce the asking price by so that you could move it more quickly?
And that's also why we have the market price report. You run the VIN, then you can show the salesperson or the sales manager, hey, here is the V Auto market report. Here's everything that's for sale in the area. This is what a fair offer is. Then we had from Michael Pops. This is a very recent one. And the title of his post was, I've got the all caps.
He's got the power.
New ad lib. I love it. Hands down the best experience ever, probably because I've never been more confident to buy, trade, and negotiate.
Okay.
I started off with deal school and watched each video as if it were actually school, and I took notes to what applied to me in my future
school.
purchase
There were tests.
and trade.
There were Quizlets. There were tests. It was school.
Next, I researched new and used trucks, and most importantly, my trade. With the used car market out of control, I knew I needed to purchase a new vehicle, not driven hard, low miles, all the warranty included, and dealers are likely to move more on the price than used. Yeah, makes sense.
Yes.
However, that also meant I would likely get a good value out of my trade.
Yes.
Long story short, I started with a phone conversation and immediately took control, laying out my ground rules, and almost felt bad because I talked for so long before the guy could ask or say anything.
Very good.
That gets the ratios because they have
because because if you don't give them the opportunity to interrupt, they might be going like, but you get your point across, and you are setting the ground rules as to how you want this to go.
Maybe we can cut to it here. My dad and I did role playing one time, and he did an example of how to take control at the dealership. You literally wouldn't let me talk. It was perfect.
Yeah. Who had control?
You had control. Even your body language. Like if you go back to this there.
Yeah.
I can't believe I clicked on it perfectly the first time.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm here. Because I remember being like, is this man ever going to stop talking?
Yeah, the key is to not take a breath.
Again, before he could speak, I informed the salesman, John, that I was interested in 2 trucks on the dealer's website and have offers from other dealers 4 I was working with on similar trucks, Ram 2500. Tradesman, when I finished my rant asking for the dealer's best out the door price, there was a pause, and then he said, I'll call you right back. Within 5 minutes, he called back with a great offer well below everyone else within 150 miles. I set an appointment for this morning at opening. The dealer didn't haggle much. They offered $6,500 for my trade, which paid off, and after showing them my black book value, KBB value, and a screenshot of the market price page on the car, we settled on $7,000, $126 less than Carvana, and $1,300 more than Vroom. Plus,
very nicely done, yeah.
The sales tax benefit there
as
well.
Yes.
I paid $791 cash for a brand new Ram 2500. Ray says, a good deal is one where you're comfortable and don't feel like you're getting screwed. Well, Ray and Zach, thank you for giving me tools, lessons, and information to take control and get a great deal. You have all my recommendations, and everyone I know is going to hear about you too, Michael. And he also included his actual deal here as well.
Wow, very nice.
So we can see.
Yeah, you got a rebate.
Yep.
Got his trade allowance of $7,000. Very nicely done.
His down payment of $791.
Yeah, and financed $42,000. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, not a lot of fluff there. You got to love it.
I mean, it's again, in this market, the whole point behind, if you're watching this video, is can I actually get a car deal in 2021? Yeah, the answer is yeah.
Yes. Is it going to be as good as the car deal you would have gotten in 2019 or 2018? No. But is it going to be better than what the vast majority of people are paying when they are agreeing to pay additional dealer markups and market adjustments and
the phantom paint protection that Gabby called out?
Yes, the Central Florida friends and family fee from a dealership. I don't have any family in Central Florida. I'm not looking for any family in Central Florida.
I don't even have family in Central Florida.
I mean, so yes, if you do your due diligence. Yep. If you work hard, if you're patient, and you persevere, eventually you can probably wear someone down at a dealership and get them to say yes to at least be somewhat closer to your terms than their terms.
And of just genuinely a fair price rather than a price that the numbers change on the contracts. And, the operative word, or a word that both Gabby and Michael both said. You know which word I'm thinking of?
Confidence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think approaching the process with confidence rather than from a position of, I don't understand what's happening, that really sets you up for success.
It goes back to something I learned a long time ago. If you act like you belong somewhere, even if you don't, but if you act like you do, people will believe that you belong there. So if you approach this with confidence, even if it's not really there, but if you approach it with confidence, then they think you have that confidence, and they'll eventually give in.
Is that why back in the early days of YAA Dad, you copied Scotty Kilmer's intro with the "Come on, get in"? Is that to try and was that your idea? Are you trying to fit in on?
Yeah, I was trying to fit in on Scotty's channel.
On YouTube.
Yeah, no, yeah, because, many years ago when YouTube started, I said to myself, someday, one day, I want to belong on YouTube. And so I acted like I did, and I still don't.
We'll link to the community stories down
Yeah.
below. If you have had a success story, if you've had
Share
an
it.
opportunity to get a car deal done this year, put it in the success stories channel on the YAA community as well. It's free. It just helps other people understand
Yes.
what they could possibly get.
Yeah, no, and like we always say, knowledge is power.
And if it's taxable,
It's negotiable, but it's applied knowledge that's power. And so these folks took the knowledge and they applied it to their given situation, and that gave them the power to succeed.
well said, Pops.
Okay.